Ah, there you go.
Yeah, yeah. I look at it like boxing.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? If I punch you below the belt 2 times, a point get taken off.
A whole point.
You know what I'm saying? You do it again, a whole point. So that means that if you don't knock nobody down, the most you can get really is an 8. Because a knockdown round gets you a 10. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, when you look on the scorecards, it's always 9-8 to 9-7 unless somebody got knocked down. Then I get a 10. If you knock me down, then that pulls me back down to a 9. You might, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's really, it's like basically they both really be starting at 9. That's what I noticed in boxing. But then Floyd Mayweather might score more. So they'd be like, we got Floyd Mayweather 9-8 because he punched more, and scored more. But then you be like, the other dude really got 8.
At the
I
end
be
of 12,
noticing.
let me ask you a question. At the end of 12 rounds, it it don't be
Tie scores.
no, it's what, 8 rounds. Wait a minute, let me see. 12
No,
rounds.
it's 12 rounds. It used to be 15.
At the end of 12 rounds, the score don't be 120 to.
It'd be like that, yeah.
So that means
116 to 115. They scored at 117
right. So
to
that means
113.
each round is definitely somebody wins the 10.
But they never have to score it like that. That's why it'll never be 120. It'll be 116 to 115 to 114 to.
Okay, now hear me out. That's because the opposite person got the 10.
I want you to look at boxing scorecards. Unless somebody actually knocks somebody down, they never get a 10. It's a 9. If you just like just say you outboxed the fuck out of me, right? You just beating the hell up on me in the round, but I never fall. The score say 9 or 7 because it's obvious there's a gap. They don't give you the 8 in. But if we had a pretty good round, but
I'm gonna have to check. I'm gonna have to check that out,
yeah.
Snub.
Oh yeah, I know that. I've been watching boxing since the
Because that
80s with
ain't
my
that.
uncle.
Because even with me watching UFC, at the end of the round, it's always going to be 30 to
UFC
20,
different.
30 to 27.
Yeah, UFC different. That's how they do that.
Okay, I'm gonna check that out. Okay. Let's see what this announcement number
That's why we
7
doing.
is. My bad, we got breaking
Okay.
news.
Okay.
Let's see what this announcement number 7 is right quick. URLTV.tv app. We're gonna get back into the we was talking about the stumbles and the chokes. But let's see what we got as breaking news on the app. Let me jump on this phone right quick. Could come a television on, get it faster.
No more of these ruts. They trash. They ain't trash. I should just got more milk and cereal. He told me too. I'm telling you, I'm like, nah, don't sell me no new shit.
There you go. Let's see.
This kings versus queens. Now you have the complete card.
Oh, let's go back. Let's see.
Opponent. However, there is an individual whose delivery is just as aggressive, whose flow is impeccable, and he's earned worldwide respect for his talent, but is best known for his high level.
So this the
Disrespect.
This the Arsenal. This the Arsenal. Then
An official.
Yeah. Yeah. That's it.
Yeah. As soon as he said he's widely known for his, I was like, high level of disrespect. That's what I was saying. Because I knew he was gonna say Swank. He called that boy Swank. He was like, I'm not recording that shit off.
So yeah, that's just breaking news right there. So yeah, that's number 7, Arsenal versus official. But back to the choking and stumbling. So when this day and age and things like that, they saying it's a new thing going on. I think Jazz and a couple of people came out saying like the eras has changed.
Trying to fight for it. Yeah, and that happens. That happens in all sports. And if you're gonna consider this a sport, so once upon a time that people used to guard Michael Jordan and have their actual hand on his hip, pushing him while he was dribbling. Then it became a time where you only could form. It was a time when Drazen Petrovic used to sidestep and take 2, and they called travel on him. Now people do that like it's a regular 2-step. Things do change, and you know what I'm saying. So, but I say this: we never had definite rules. It was just like a whisper in the community. Nobody ever said this. Whatever the league say go. The leagues need to step in and say what it is. In my opinion, I'll say this. It was once upon a time where it didn't matter who was the best. It mattered who had the most rhymes.
Mm-hmm.
So just because you write the most makes you the best, or are we judging by material? Because maybe they used to be like, yeah, he ran out of rounds. So that means you won. Okay, well, who won the first 11? But I'm going to say this in a choke. So you mean to tell me if we got a 3-minute round and I give you 2:30 and I have the jersey because I don't remember my last 30 seconds, and these other person give me 3 minutes of mediocre shit, how long do we let that become a win? Like, don't you take 1 point off?
So now everybody gonna come up with, you know what I mean. Everybody gonna come up with short material now. Now it's no matter no more.
No,
That's what y'all on.
no. I tell you this. We talked about it before on this channel. I'm gonna be the battler. I want you to be the consumer. I got out 2 minutes. In my last minute 30, I just brain freeze. This is my first round. And it's 20 seconds, right? Y'all already say I done lost the round, and they finna say the tails on the next opponent. I said, oh, yeah. And I start rapping, and I give you another minute and 30, right? I still lost the round regardless, right? So why should I give you a minute and 30? Maybe I should keep that and try to find out how to construct that for somebody else. That's a waste. Don't tell me, because that's what the league paid you for a fool. Okay, well, it's guys who stop at 2 minutes and just say, you know what I'm saying, I'm done.
Okay, so I would definitely be watching you when I want to book you. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I have to watch.
Yeah, but guess what?
Because I need somebody who's gonna come with give me my 3 minutes, 3:30 without paying them for, and I shouldn't have to really worry about you and okay, in your mind, you know, oh shit, I can't fuck it. I remember rest. I'm good. Instead of like, man, get me a Charlie Clips. You still lost the
It's
round.
also in the
You
league's
still
mind,
lost the
though.
round, but give me a Charlie Clips.
It's also in the
Give me a
league's
rum
mind.
nitty. Give me what
Cause
I
look,
paid for, even though you
cause
still
look,
lost the round.
should a guy who do mostly headlines and main events and co-main events, who's choked all throughout his career, should he always keep getting that? So don't blame that on the battler. The leagues have shown us what goes. This ain't about 3 clean rounds. It's about that right now until the world open back up, Craig. I'll watch him.
But
See, look,
but
my point of it is
and
this.
see, for us right
If,
now, we watch this one. It
yeah.
was is critical and been important for us,
Mm-hmm.
far as this community. And so for all these topics and things to come up or whatnot is meaning a lot. So when it do open back up, y'all better just make sure y'all keep in mind who was which, where, and how. You know what I
You
mean?
know what they're gonna say? They're boring. They're not entertaining. They don't know how to put on a show. They don't have special moves. See, it's different rules for different battles. Not even for different rooms. I could take small room has this certain type of rules in the big room because we know the difference. But people do it from battlers to battle. You see what I'm saying? I've watched it. I've been a part of it myself and watched it. You know what I'm saying? We all do it. You know what I'm saying? One of the things I keep always giving you know what I'm saying, props for is when it come to Danny and certain people, you'll say, yeah, I'm a little biased. So I can't get mad at that. See what I'm saying? That's real. That's truthful. So guess what? I won't take, you know what I'm saying, like certain things I say about certain, you're only going to take it with a grain of salt and vice versa. Especially when it's so controversial. I'm not going to try to make you say something I know you don't want to say or you're not going to say. It's a waste of time.
Got another topic I want to talk to you about, Snub.
Let me end it like this, though. I
Okay.
think that if you're going to score rounds and write down with W's and losses, if you choke and recover like Clips did, right?
Mm-hmm.
It was a bad choke, but he recovered and made it great, and it became a moment, well, right? Shouldn't he just get a point deducted from whatever you had from his final score?
Well, he get a point deducted for that round. Once again, he get a point
That's what I'm saying, from
deducted.
his round. From
Yeah.
his final score that round, shouldn't it be a point deducted or 2 points deducted? Why do, no, say whatever you add. If you had it, I had it 18 to 16, but Clips choked, so it's over. It's like, well, if you hit him up to, and I ain't saying this happened. Like, shouldn't you take a point or two off? When we playing football and basketball in the first quarter, You might have 4 turnovers, but your team might be still winning by 1. It depends on the score of what they're doing in the game. So I don't think if
That's when
you
it
choke
boiled
and
down to
recover
that's when it
and
boiled down to
recover.
the 10-9, 10-8. That's what they
Yeah,
expect.
and that's what I was saying. It's like you automatically lose that point for that choke, no matter if you recover or not,
Mm-hmm.
because now you can't get. To me, if you choke good and recover, and you do good after you recover, you cannot get more than a 9. I mean, you can't get more. You can't get more than an 8. I mean, because obviously you ain't no 10 because you didn't have no knockout round to sit them down because you choked. So that brought you down to a 9. You know what I'm saying? Like if your material's good, I'm
I gotta
saying like
look
if you
that
got
up.
2 people
So
that's real
I
good,
still gotta
you
look
doing
that
that.
up when it comes to that boxing. I
Oh
gotta
yeah,
look that up.
go watch it. You're gonna see a bunch of 9-8s and 9-7s, and you'll see a couple 10s here and there because some certain fights have a TKO. You go down 3 times, it's over regardless, no matter how many times you can get up. And some
Okay.
battles you don't have a TKO. So guess
Okay.
what? If we go 12 rounds and in 6 of those rounds you knock me down, you're gonna have 6 rounds with 10, and I'm gonna have either 8 or 7, depending on how good I boxed. If I box my way back to an 8, but you never really see. But if I knock you back down, right, you're gonna see rounds that end up 2 people that knock each other down one time, but whoever had the better box count and all that gonna be 9-8. Watch it. Go watch it. I promise you. I used to, because I asked my uncle, like, well, I don't get 10. They get a 10 if you knock him down or whatever. But if he knock him back down, I'm like, oh, so they deduct points. Just like when they hit with them points matter. You
See,
hit with that low blow, you might need that
I
round
thought
later.
each round they start off with a 10, and from that it depends on who have most punches, hits, and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's who gets
Yeah.
the 10 or who gets the 9,
And guess what?
or
And
if
don't
you
body
get knocked
shots and
down, it's an
haymakers
8
count better.
or stuff like that. That's how I
Yeah.
thought it
Don't
was.
don't the body shots and the haymakers punch count more than a jab count too though? Have you ever noticed that? When a jab counts
Yeah,
similar,
because if you, yeah,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying,
He be like, you hit him more,
you
but
come
them
with
was
your
more
heavy
jab.
punch, your heavy hit,
Yeah,
which you
heavy
always
punches.
give
Yeah.
you. That's pushing you. That's holding on your. I thought that's holding on to your
No,
10,
that is. You're right.
and the person that's receiving it, that's tearing your 10 down.
Exactly. Just so if I got more haymakers than you and I go 230 and you go 3, you know what I'm saying? It's how you end it too. Sometimes you have to, you know what I'm saying? When you know you about to mess up, you got a haymaker, end it right there. I don't care if Big K gave me 230 full of straight fire and the other guy gave me 3 minutes full of okay, mediocre. You still lost. Shit, you should have wrote another 30 seconds. He could have took another 30 seconds off if you trash like that. It's about the material.
All right.
Yeah, but we'll get back to that because that's gonna be an
Next
ongoing thing.
next topic.